And good morning, everybody. Good morning, Heidi and Ruth. Ruth is my partner, and Heidi is like our guest today. And today is December 6, 2021. We are here for a global tea talk. I'm in Toronto, and Ruth is like Iceland. And we're going to find out in a minute where is Heidi. But I met before I forget, like maybe she's in Belgium, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
She is in Belgium.
in
Think
Belgium.
about how globally women's finding their voice. And we're going to tell you everybody in their life and journey, we want to do life better ways. We want to be live happy. We want to be live a longevity life, but we don't know how. Day by day, we are finding, we are learning from each other. And myself, I always say, I'm a good vibe by myself. I always think I'm doing best, but really, I have like a big role where I can absorb more information and make my life better. And that's like my thoughts as a like a coach teacher. When we are saying you have to be open and be learn every day, we need like a little mistakes or little changes make your life happier. And we are learning from each other. We are learning from our experience. We are learning from our journey. Nobody is a perfect. Perfection is the end of the world. That's the way my thoughts are. And when we come collaborate or we are working on a global platform, this Tea Talk is just like a platform. We are looking and finding all the jewels we apply on our life and we want to give others. We want to see world is a better place. This is like human life is like a good life to live. And today's Tea Talk, you will see life and we want to give this mostly as a couples where the family start, how we can live better place and better live home life and workplace life and our journey. We're going to find from Heidi how this destiny start and how she's coaching others. What is a coaching mean? Myself, like I always say, coach, mentor. Who's that? That person is like your, if like truly you open your heart, I'm doing this like a work this way, and she or he have a experience, it's a different way because they already experience a life and they already experience with the other couples or other person to tell, go this like if like you're going to Paris, take a this direction, or you are going to a globe, take a this direction. That's like a coach and mentor and teacher like stand for, because they done a studies on behind that. And I'm gonna welcome Ruth. Ruth will tell you about Heidi, and then Heidi will tell herself, like hold this our conversation about like how globally we can help you. Find us anywhere on social media, and we are willing to collaborate with anybody who want to help themselves. Thank you and welcome, Ruth.
Thank you, Kuvinda. How beautiful. Thank you for sharing light on that. So today's Tea Talk discussion, our special guest today is Heidi. Heidi is coming from all the way from Belgium. So I've known Heidi through a friend, and they are such a wonderful people. So Heidi is a guiding light for couples. So she guides couples in communication and in their way to connect to each other. We'll all agree with me that it is a very challenging time that we are all living today. Everyone is in hurry to do something. We hardly find time for our own self, not to talk about our partners and our own children. So we think it's necessary for us to shine some light on this topic, or to bring a person like Heidi to share with us how to connect with each other through communication and through touching, or how to play with each other in a profound way to maintain the connection and the love. What do we all need in this world? There is nothing better than having a meaningful relationship and connection and communications with another. So, without wasting time, I will leave the mic for my dear Heidi to introduce herself further. So, Heidi, the mic is yours. Please tell us who Heidi really is.
Thank you, Ruth. Hi, I'm Heidi. It's a little bit pronounced, a little bit other, but yeah, sorry. Yeah, I started my business by guiding couples to learn how to touch each other. But when the business grows, a lot of women comes to me to save their relation. But that's not the way to save your relation. It's an extra tool to have a deeper connection, but it's not how that's the tool to save my relation. That's not it. So, so my journey goes on, and I want them to guidance the couples so they have a better connection on another level. We all know communication is the key. But when there are a little bit troubles, the first thing that we don't do anymore is communicate with each other. And that's the most important thing in every relation.
Yes.
So that is the thing that I wanted to talk about today.
Wow.
Okay. When you are talking about like a communication, even like if we are saying in ancient time, mostly people they said when somebody says something, you just like shut up or quiet, and the problem is going to be solved. I think it's an old word work that way, but now we need to like talk to each other and get better. How I'm finding like this thing, because like we learn from our society and parents just quiet. Like if somebody talking like say something or talk, like we learn to quiet. But now it's a globe change. Like better you talk, not quiet.
Yeah.
That's like I'm finding. And how do you think like this is like match with our life, like today's world, why we need to like talk more communication and how we can explain and find better place, how we start that communications.
Yeah. First, in a relation, in every relation, you see that with the children also, everyone has his personal love language. And there are 5 love language. And when you know your own love language and the love language of your partner, you feel a deeper connection, more affection, more you feel more understood. And when you know that, you know how to connect with your partner and how he receives your love on a deeper level. And the first one is some people really need just words of affirmation, words, things that you say, I love you, or giving a compliment. Thank you for making us dinner. Or you did that great. They need affirmation, they need confirmation, they need, but not only in words. You see that on social media also. You have people, I know a mom, and she don't really express her love to her children, but on social media, she puts everything on and she spread her love for her children on an amazing way on social media. But she can't show them in real life. But that's how she communicates. That's her love language. And when you understand that, you know how to respond to her. She wants the talking word, the speak, but she also wants the written word. So on social media or a little note or a message, and if you don't apply directly, she's, oh no, she feels rejection immediately. That's the way she communicates on love. That's her love language.
Right. Okay,
And
that
if you don't know that as a man, you think, oh, she's needy. Oh, she wants me to reply immediately. But that's how she receives love.
Wow. Amazing. Uh, okay. No, I
Yeah.
uh,
Just said like a 5 love language. You got just give
Yeah.
up one.
Yeah. The
so
second one is quality time. But quality time, that gives the other person the feeling that he is really adored by you, and they really want to know and have the feeling that you want to spend time with them alone without any distraction, just one-on-one, and really take time for each other. And that's their love language.
yeah, to spend time one on one.
Yeah.
That is their love language.
Yeah. And they really want to have significant conversation on a deeper level. And when they have the one-on-one time and no one is distracting them, they have the feeling all the time is for me. It's also looking at in each other's eyes, really connect on that moment.
Mm.
And then they feel loved and the connection, and that feeds them. That feeds the love for that person.
Wow.
I really need that one-on-one time. When a week of 2 weeks go by and they don't have the one-on-one time, they get frustrated and, oh, does she loves me? Why doesn't he or she make time for me? Then the little voices come in their head.
I think someone is asking in the comments one on one. Like maybe I think the person wants more explanation.
Okay, it's time, just the two of a couple, that partner makes time for you alone with no distractions, no phone, no doorbell, no nothing. Just you and your partner, and really look in each other's eyes, have a really deep conversation, doing things on your own.
Yeah. So
Nobody around.
yeah, so one on one, that is quality time together.
Yeah. Not with the children, not with nobody. Just you as couple.
So it's important for couples to dismiss their children sometimes to have some time together.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beautiful way to connect also. You have really time for each other, to listen to each other. It's always good to be not at home, but to go away for a weekend or for a few hours to a sauna or a wellness, that you are sure that there are no distractions. So it's just you and your partner.
Yeah, I think we normally forget after we start making babies to plan for the children to be somewhere else sometimes so we can all have a quality time. As we begin with, we usually forget how the whole relationship began. It was just the two of you, and now baby comes in, and we don't care for our partners that much anymore. It's all about the children and how to go to work and make money. And yeah, so thank you for the reminder. Well, I will yield the mic for you to continue with
I,
the
I
rest.
gonna I gonna stop one thing too. Like in the modern world, if we are saying this is like now is a more effective way, they are like saying this is me time. But when we are growing in the old generation, like we're gonna say our age is like 50 above, and that time we don't have it like that time. We have a responsibilities add up. We are taking just as a responsibility. We don't have like a word for me.
No.
How you find like when you find this thing like and you are telling like others now this is like I can say it's a signal for in our lives too, the me time. But this is like a modern world now. It's like a more effective way. People are saying, this is my time. This is me time. Maybe like just you're by yourself, like you need a 1 hour. People are doing that. Like I'm seeing that like a lot too. Because for in our generation, like the way we learn, we are keep carrying on the same way. It's a my responsibility cooking, my responsibility doing this, my
Yes.
Yeah. And
right.
as a mother, we often make the mistake. It's not a mistake, but when we go, then we have a date night. I always tell to my clients, go on date nights and plan it in advance, but do it. That this time is time for us. But then we, as a mom, we want to talk about the children. What do you think about that? And what we we forget to talk to our partner, but we talk about our work, our children, how to plan and organize our lives and the daily things we have to do. But that's not quality time. Quality time is really connect to each other, and you want to know what the other thinks about things, but not about the children. For
Oh,
once, not about the children.
yes. For one, it's just about you.
What do you say?
I said for once, it's just all about you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I think you've explained enough on the quality time. What is the other steps that
Yeah. The third thing is acts of service. That's things you do for the other to make the other's life more easier.
Hmm.
For example, making a coffee in the morning. When the other comes out of bed or out the shower, the coffee is already done. Making a lunchbox to take to work. Um, for the man, taking out the trash. We as women, we like that. It makes our life easier.
Mhm.
But that also can go very far. Um, when you ask something or the others don't see what you need at that moment, for example, you take something to drink and you don't ask at your partner, do you want something to drink? And go to the fridge. Do you want something to drink? Just to ask, do you want something also gives the other, oh, she thinks about me. Oh,
Mm.
thank you. Yes, I want the tea. It's a little act, but it means so much because you didn't ask for it. They just do it for you because they think about you.
But today's world going other way around. Like sometimes you are doing, then like you don't get that feedback yourself. Nobody asks you. Then how you act?
If nobody, yeah, does it, then you have one-on-one time, the quality time, and for the people who really want the acts of service, the other persons, they want to know that you love them, but their actions speak louder than words.
Mm.
And it's very important to know from your partner and for yourself, what's my love language?
Yes.
What makes me feel very loved, very adored, very connected, very, um, and that's why you need to think about it and think for yourself, love language, but what's a love language for my partner?
Yeah. Not everyone is vocal, right? Some people speak through action, and some can easily say what they want or how they want to express it. Yeah. So, wow. Yeah. Thank you so much for reminding us on this. I think this is a great point. Because I know few people that they hardly say something to you, but they can be so nice, do everything for you. They would never say anything to you. And but if you are not aware of this, you will never understand what it means because the person didn't come to say that I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think, oh, my partner doesn't love me because he or she never say I love you. but he would do anything for me. Oh, wow, that is a
That's true love.
Big one.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
You
Next one.
never think about it that way, but when you know the love language, then you see, oh, this person loves me because does this or that, but he never say it. But that's the way he connects.
yeah, wow.
And that's the way he tells you, I love you, or she tells you, I love you.
Yeah.
Maybe like when we are talking about like in the modern world, like you are bringing in a words, like when we are saying in the ancient world, people or couples, like when we are saying my grandmother, say for example, they never see all day even their husbands, only in the evenings and nights, right? Like sometimes if like you're saying how you connect, but like that's the way they are like findings and profound all around how they're going to be attached with each other and respect ways. But like today's world, like everything like coming in a words, mostly we are looking, if you say I love you, then you are thinking like my child or my husband or my family member loved you. But like sometime from your inner you are thinking like you have a teenager kids, like in the families like Indian family, we are like very limited, like choosing in our words or language, like sometime even a sign language. You just like say this, like people are saying this is a hi, but like sometime person who's saying hi from like the words, they're thinking you didn't respect your elder, like they came and you didn't say hi, they said like I did, and then the other person like in their age they are understand that they're hi too, like just like giving a little smile. Right.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
So
Yeah.
what's our next point?
The next one is some people, their love language is gifts, but not the value or the money um, around it. It's the time that they took for
Connection.
choosing that gift. It has a meaning. It
Oh,
represents something of the relationship. It's
wow.
not the value, it's not the money, it's the time you took, and it has a meaning of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Some men give roses, a lot of roses, but if that's not your favorite flower,
Mm.
but when he knows what your favorite flowers are, and you come at home and your favorite flowers all over the place, it's another feeling. It's a thought and the time that they took to give that present, and it gives the feeling that they listen to you. Like someone can give you a little city trip, but when they give you a city trip to the city you love and you really want to go, that's amazing. That's another feeling.
Yes.
They listen to me. Oh, he knows. Just to know, oh, he knows that I loved that. Oh,
Yeah.
he saw that I loved that thing and he bought it for me. Oh, he knows. Just to know, and the value, it's not about the money, but the value in the heart. That's important.
Mm. So,
Great.
When your children give something and they make a draw for you, our hearts go, oh, wow, because they took the time and they really, yeah, draw something that's meaningful to you.
yes.
And that's how we act as mom. But in a relationship, we are the same.
Mm. Yeah. I hope the viewers, you are learning together with us. I think these are amazing points and reminder for us to appreciate those around us and also observe very well closely if you are struggling to figure out what your partner where his mind is or what he how does he communicate and what he does with his actions. These are very great points for you to pick up from. So um yeah, we are going to continue with the next point.
Yeah. The next one is physical touch.
Hmm.
When you just pass by from your partner and you just do this. you touch his hair. That feeling. We don't do that. But just or take a moment. Your partner is working in a sofa or in a chair, and you go behind him and you cuddle him. These little moments
Yes.
show during the day how that they be beloved. That you, oh, she has attention for me. A little kind of physical touch can do so much.
Mhm. Wow.
You know, like when you're saying physical touch, like sometimes I'm saying like even like with the health moments when we are saying like your child when it's like born to until they bring a words, like that touch as a mother, like
Yeah,
it's like a nature's things, but like now we are through experience how Heidi like teaching us, this is like the experience why our families have like struggling through this hardship, hard time. We have everything, we are trying to do everything, but like where's the gap? Because these like a five love language, she telling and expressing the way how she teach and guide and coach the others, because that's her passion, that's like she profound and fulfilled with her life, and she's giving us a nuggets. Me and Ruth is also parents, like when she shared these five love language, you will see how aha moment came, because we do things differently, but like look, this little touch and physical moments or smile or making a food, every mother is like doing that, or maybe like your husband or partner is cooking, but sometime like that word thank you, um it is like look how we describe, it's a different way, and how we put our smiles on our faces with the little thing. I can give like my example. I always like maybe talking to Ruth like a lot. I met you first time, Heidi. I always like say I'm blessed. Like that's like the moment I'm saying like I have like 100 hats on my head. When I'm working in the evenings, my husband came like before me and he make a tea, like never say, we didn't use any words like so far 32 years we are married, and that like a moment make me rush in again for dinner things like after a cup of tea. Now like he just woke up upstairs, I'm downstairs, I make a breakfast and send my daughter, and I have a breakfast for them, and he gonna come downstairs, I'm in a meeting, he gonna put a pot and make a tea. That like little things are meaningful, that's like the connection. You don't need to always use like a words around, like that's the way I grown up and I learned from family. That's like the blessing stand behind. I said like I really loved your ideas and complementing or implementing in our daily life, because
Yeah.
we are living for a moment, we don't here for permanent, I always think. And when we learn this absorbations, how we can connect, look at this, like how that aha moment came. That's myself, like I say, wow, that five, I usually don't take too many notes, but I take a 5 year notes, I will copycat that. It is amazing global globe. Everybody is like a shining eyes, but like they are bringing their experience in a different ways. Look at how Heidi explained. I'm like, well done. People are watching on Facebook and leaving a comments. We will answer you back. If you think this is a valuable, connect with us and share with your family friends, because that's like all point. We are sharing what we learn, and we want to learn from you too. If you are agree with points or maybe you are disagree, leave a comment, share with others, then we will know where we can find more information and like attach with each other. We want to make this globe to live a better place. Okay, Heidi, not taking too much time, what is next?
that are the five. That are the five love language that are really important.
Yes.
And um, and what did you say? As a mom, we do a lot of these things. As a mom, I asked my daughter the last time, did I told you today that I love you? She said, Mom, of course you did. I said, okay, it's all I wanted to know. And then she said, why do you ask me that? I just want to know if you know I love you. She says, but every time you are around me, you hug me, you give me kisses all around. Of course I know you love me. And sometimes we need to think that also about our partner. When our child does something great, we compliment them. Oh, you're amazing. You're very good. Oh, wow, that's so much color you used in that painting. That's amazing. But
Mhm.
when do we do that to our partner?
Yeah. And I,
Sometimes we take everything for granted.
yeah. And I think that the children understand these languages more than we, the adults. So we take things for granted a lot. And like you said about the child, your daughter, I noticed that, you just have to make something small that they like and you give it to them and they are like, you are the best mom ever. I get that a lot from them. And to me, this is nothing, but they appreciate it so much. And, so, and when you were making the point, I could see my husband in part of the categories. There are times that he will prefer to show his love in act of service. And you are like, oh, he's doing all that today. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very interesting to,
Very interesting, even like if we are thinking when we are growing or living long life with each other, we are thinking like we don't appreciate like the moment with the words or in the time because we get busy with the other things. But think about like you don't need all these material things. How the little moment, just like look at each other, like how, like what is the costing? But like we don't do often. We forget. We are saying like we don't have a time. Everybody have a 24 hours, but like that 2 second, how much like you are not like just like give a smile, like think about like we are giving to smile to each other, how your blood flow go differently, your body experience expectations, everything change, direction change, but we don't
Yeah,
do often as this like busy world. Thank you
yeah.
for reminding all of us and all our listeners.
And when you give a compliment, we say, "Oh, thank you for making dinner." But if you say to your partner, "Oh, thank you, that's my favorite. The flavors here are amazing. I love it." The next time you cook, it's with another feeling
Yes.
because you feel so appreciated.
yes. So
You,
for,
you don't do it because you have to, you do it because you love,
Yeah.
yeah,
and it's appreciated.
these are great points. And I just want to say to the viewers that viewers a lot around the globe, because I know in Europe people do things differently. In Africa, we have our own perspective on when it comes to relationship. But the world is changing today, and people are learning because of social media. It's like a small globe in our hand. You can see how things are happening in the other part of the world. So people are learning also, but there are people that they would rather die than to change. So they would not change anything. But I just want to say to the men and the women out there that, everyone loves motivation. And when we give that, people will do more than they are doing. So if you come back from work or whatever, wherever you go and come back home and your wife or your husband didn't do something that you expect, you don't go and start yelling at the person. Just show some sort of love. You can do it either in act of service or find a quality time to bring that up in a very nice way to just not to create any confusion. And these are, when it comes to communication, it can be very tricky in a relationship because these are two different people coming together, and with a different background, trying to know each other, trying to make an impact in their own life and make a meaningful relationship. I don't think that people go, well, it can happen, but mostly I don't think people go into a relationship that I'm going to destroy it and go. So we should implement this as much as we can, this kind of thing. But please comment if you have any if you have any more tips to give us. Please comment if you have any comment about this or question, just comment it and we will do our best to answer you, or we will appreciate your input as well. So I will yield the mic to you, Heidi, for more details if you have.
Yeah, I want to say something about communication. When a couple comes together, you both have a different background, and you need to understand each other. But it's very important that you listen to each other with an open mind, and you create a safe space. Because when someone tells us something about us personally, we want to defend ourselves. Oh, but you don't understand. This comes from this place, and and if you just create a safe place, so the other know everything is safe here. You can tell everything. I just gonna listen to you with an open heart and open mind, and it's a simple trick, but when you know from yourself that you are give it direct and you want to give advice and these things, but you don't listen. And a very good tip is you just sit down and you do, I wonder. That opens up your mind. Just that sentence, I wonder. And then you listen more. It's a simple trick,
like,
but you listen with an open.
how you express like a language and love, your and wonder, that's like the moment opening more, right?
Yeah.
Get more.
But like, but mostly when this kind of conversation is going, you are like listening, you lost, or you are like as a human coming a question mark for everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I want to also ask about the love language. The first one, that people communicate their love through social media. So with this social media thing, what do you think? Do you think this is a good practice? Or we just have to accept that it's part of us to communicate with your children? Because I see even some grandparents does that, some parents, they are very much fan of doing that. So I remember a mother told her daughter that, I told you good morning today. Did you not see it? And I was like, see it? Do you see good morning when you say it? And she said, no, she should go to her message on WhatsApp. I said, good morning to you. I was like, what? So you cannot say it one-on-one. So yeah. And she's like, okay, I'll go and check it. Actually, I couldn't process how she felt, but for me, it was like, whoa, why don't you just say good morning? And that is it. But now I understand, now that you are speaking about it, that some people use this as their mode of communication. So yeah, but what do you think?
And that's new for social media. It's like new, but I mean, we are 40, 50 years old, but the younger people, we communicate like that. It's their way to express themselves. We taught them, the society told them this way, that's the new way of communication.
Yes, even like
children.
how you're saying it's a new way when we are talking about emojis, like for example, and the small word, like they're doing just like a W and H and T and stuff. And as a mothers, we don't understand what the child is talking. Like the more speedy way we are going, even like one way, the social media, when we are talking about it, is open open conversation, like for people, they understand that way. Like sometimes they don't listen to you, they listen like that language, and like how technology taking all over like our families. But when you are putting like that, like 5 simple steps, like this is like a very big words, like the start with like things with word, but like their words is like getting a small cut, like not like a what they just write a W, that's it. Like, but then the next person understand that, like we need to be understand that where the communication actually stand, like a stand in together, right? Yeah, you explained very well in the senses. Like always, like we are talking about 5 senses different way too, like smell, hear, speak, right? Like and see, and like you are related very good with that, Heidi.
Yeah, these are amazing tips. And so the time we are getting behind time. So I will ask if you have your last words on this topic, if you have something more to share. So we are, yeah, so we can end this for today. And so for the viewers, we do this every Monday. We were live on YouTube, but we decided to come on Facebook. So this is our first live on Facebook. So every Monday at 2 p.m. UTC, you will see us here live on Facebook. And yeah, so next week will be our celebration for the year, end of year, and it's going to be live on Facebook. So I will yield the mic to you, Kulvinda or Heidi, for your last word.
We will like ask Katie first, then we will wrap up, and we're gonna be welcome all the people joining us through a Facebook and putting a comments and the questions. We will answer you back soon that questions, and then if like you have any question for Heidi too, you will write there. We will bring your answer back again on with the explanations. And we are here for like a globally sharing our information and our knowledge with like other our guest. Heidi is our guest. Heidi, I want to give you a mic and just like give us a close-up remarks.
Yeah, I just want to give the advice. Choose one thing of we talked about today and apply it. Show your partner one of those things that we discussed now and see the reaction. And feel the love and the warmth you receive and give that way.
Yes, Heidi, that's like a very powerful. You said apply. Always like we will get like so many words we learn and see and watch until when we are not implementing, nothing will work. Because like Heidi is like already did make a change in her life and with like so many other families. Today's our tip, like you are making a choice to stop by and hearing this like information. And if you want a change, you have to take a step for that change and you have to take a chance. Whatever she said and guide us, we have to even like apply. She said one tip today. Then if it's like a working, come back and let us know how that like implement in your life. And thank you for Canada from me, Heidi. It's really nice talking and really nice connecting with you, and see you next week on our all panelists. So far we host in for 2 months. Like this is a globally network and a global tea talk gonna go in each house step by step. Thank you, Ruth, for hosting this, and thank you, Heidi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, beautiful ladies. I'm so grateful for you for making this day another meaningful one. I really appreciate all of you and the viewers. Thank you so much for your support, for watching, for your comments, and for the questions. Thank you, everyone. They say that information is power. but apply information is power. I would say that because if you have the information and you didn't use it for anything, you didn't apply it, it is meaningless. So when you have information and you use it for something for your own good, it is powerful. And that is what we are looking for. So you can comment what you are going to do out of the 5 points. Which one are you going to choose? I am so lucky that my mother-in-law, she helped us to take care of the kids one day in a week. And when we need any time, she does. So I'm very grateful for her. And I'm going to choose the one-on-one.
That's the powerful. Take my words.
So which one are you going to choose? I just told you mine. So tell us what you are going to choose in the comment below. I'm going to choose the quality time and have some quality time. And I'm going to use the traits. That's amazing. To grab more love and attention and information. But that is not to say that you should let your partner do all the love or give you all the love. It is two-way practice, and when he give, you also give. It's give and take. So thank you, Heidi, for being here. Thank you, Kuwinda. And that is the end of our live stream today. We appreciate you and we are sending you a lot of love today. Good luck to you out there in your homes, in your workplaces, with your friends. Thank you, and it's bye for now.
Yeah, that's a revolving door. You put like very big quality time, one and one and one. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you so much. So